Can you download your family tree from Ancestry.com? Yes, you can. And today I'm going to tell you why you want to, what you get when you download it, and finally, step-by-step how to do it. So I'm Aimee Cross. I want to help you take your genealogy to the next level. And this is really an important thing. And I'm kind of surprised sometimes that there's a lot of people that don't know how to do this. So let's talk a little bit about why you would even want to download your family tree from Ancestry.com, okay? There's a lot of actually different reasons. The first reason is if you download it, you're creating a backup. So if something happens with Ancestry, everything that you have in there isn't gone forever. It's better to be safe than sorry. Secondly, maybe Ancestry is getting a little expensive for you and you don't want to keep your Ancestry subscription. Maybe you want to take your tree to another site, either an online site like Ancestry, for instance, like MyHeritage or something like that. Or maybe you want to put it on a personal program on your computer. There's some great ones out there. Or maybe you want to share that GEDCOM with somebody else. So those are some of the things that you might want to be doing with that GEDCOM file. What am I even talking about when I say the word GEDCOM? Let's get a little techie. Let me explain it to you. So GEDCOM is a file extension like JPEG, JPG, right? Whenever you see a file .jpg, you know that it's a picture and that it can be opened in any kind of a program that has a picture. Well, a file that's listed with the ending .ged is a GEDCOM file or a genealogy file. Now, where did that come from? Actually, I'm going to tell you really quickly. FamilySearch, owned by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, actually created this technology, and in 1984, they released it as an open source tech. Thank you. There's actually a couple of different versions right now, and the latest one is one that would allow you to also include the photographs and the pictures that you have, the images that you have in your family tree. But unfortunately, the one that Ancestry is using is not that one. So when you're downloading a GEDCOM file from Ancestry, you're only getting your family tree, the people in your tree, and all of the sources and the citations of those sources in the tree. And then that translates into any other kind of family history program. So when you upload a GEDCOM file to any of these other programs, they know this is a family tree, all right? So if you want to contact Ancestry and say, hey, let's get the GEDCOM version that allows us to take the pictures, knock yourself out. However, it's still very helpful because it gives you at least the sources, and then you can go back and get those images if you want to later. It's also a kind of a reason for you to download those images when you have an important image that you find on Ancestry. I recommend that you download it to your own personal computer so that you have it, especially in case that record group changes and you don't get access to it anymore in Ancestry, which doesn't happen often, but it has happened. Now, there is one way to get your images off of all of those records that you've downloaded, like an image of a census record or something like that, and that's using Family Tree Maker. Now, that is a personal genealogical program that syncs with Ancestry, and they actually do create a file with the images in it because it syncs differently. You're not just downloading a GEDCOM file. That program isn't free. You do have to pay for that program, but that's an option for you. Now, I'm not going to get into how to do that. That's like a whole nother video, but let's talk now about how you would download your GEDCOM file on Ancestry, and I'm going to take you through it step by step. We're here on my Ancestry page, and I have a lot of trees because I have a lot of client trees. And so my tree has a funky name to it. It has 1- Stevenson Working Family Tree. This is the main tree that I use for my family history. And that's so that it goes to the very top of my trees. So little clue there. But so let's say I want to go into this tree and I want to download it. So I'm going to go to my tree. I can go to it here, or I can go up here to trees. I can pick one of my trees up here. So I'm going to click my family tree. Now where I want you to go is these little dots right over here on the left-hand side. And I want you to go to tree settings. Now when you're in your tree settings, you see a lot of really important things. The tree name, and this is where you can change the tree name and add a description. It talks who your home person is in the tree and who you are in the tree, and you can manage some hint preferences and things like that. But I want you to scroll down here and I want you to export your family tree data as a GEDCOM file to your computer. So you just click Export Tree and then Export. Anyway, once it's finished, you get this little icon here, download your GEDCOM file. But if I go into my downloads, then I'm going to see my GEDCOM file. And that's it. It's really not that difficult. So download your GEDCOM file as a backup, put it somewhere else if you want to put it somewhere else. But this is the step-by-step how you do that, and I hope it's helpful for you. You might want to check out this video. This is another video that talks about some features of Ancestry that you may not be using to their utmost ability. So give that one a look. And if this video has been helpful for you, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like it. Comment in the video and let me know what you like or don't like about Ancestry and the things that are working for you. Thanks so much. Take care.